Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday the 24th of April, heading home at 5:42 and just wait for the gentleman to get past us so we don't run him down, and then we'll be off. So heading home in glorious sunshine. Look at that, the UK. Been, all by all counts, quite a nice week generally, actually. It's been a bit blustery, a bit windy last weekend. Wow, dazzled. But it seems to have settled out a bit now, and it's lovely. If you're out at home, just self-isolating from coronavirus or anything, if you're me, stuck in a warehouse, up a pair of ladders, trying to suspend 300 centimetre ducting, no, 300 mil, sorry, 30 centimetres. 300 centimetre ducting would be rather large. Yeah, trying to suspend ducting and roast coffee and pack coffee and do all sorts of things, then yeah, the fact that it's sunny kind of passes you by. I'll get home and it'll be all miserable and dark again. Probably. So yes, another busy week. It has calmed down somewhat finally, obviously helped by having staff back, so I'm not trying to do everything on my own, which was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Oh, have you chosen the wrong lane again? People keep doing that. I don't know how hard it is to work out which lane you want to be in. Oh, it's not super complicated, is it? You're either going straight or you're going left, one or the other. But no, some people just never quite get it right. So yeah, it's kind of calmed down. Plenty of roasted coffee orders. Been roasting loads of coffee. Been really handy to have a bigger roaster to roast it on, and I wouldn't have to do as many roasts. But the electrician did come on Wednesday and feed my 3-phase wiring, so that's good. I've now got power to it. I've not actually tried running any of the motors yet. I've powered it up and got the lamp going and just got the touch profile going, and went into settings and changed it from Turkish to English because I'm English. I didn't really understand any of the words. But I've not tried any of the motors that I've had to wire up yet, although I took photos and sent them to Topa and said, get your electricians to check I've wired them right, even though the numbers were on there. And they said it all was good, but they want me to Skype before I start running any of them, so I can do a quick test and check that they're all going in the right direction. Because with 3-phase, depending on how you wire the phases, depends on which direction the motor turns, and obviously it's important the motors go the right way, not the wrong way. So we'll be looking at that. Gasman is due to start, I think, next week sometime. I'm not entirely sure. Don't know if he... Not sure when he said actually, but I mean he's due anyway. And I'm just desperately trying to get this ducting hung and out through, so when he does arrive, then we'll be able to test the burner because it'll have all the ducting to outside ready. So I've been working away at that in between everything else I've been doing, which has been, you know, quite tricky, but again, like I say, having extra people about has made it a lot easier than it was, for sure. So I'm just gonna nip in here. I've got to email myself Mr. Ellis's words of wisdom, although there was only one word of wisdom, I believe. I can't even remember what that one word was. He asked about the running man, and I said the running man, I've not seen him running on vlogs, but I have passed him many times, just not while I've been vlogging or recording, so yeah. But I'll have a look and see if I can find your words, Mr. Ellis. Well, let me get rid of my parcels, I'll be back. Okay, back again. Got rid of the parcels, had a chat with the chatty man, and now we're ready to get going again. So Mr. Nellis's words of wisdom are Boss Baby 2 coming out next year, and have I seen the Running Man in Pink while I've been vlogging? No, I haven't. And that was it, because Mr. Nellis says he has not been in the mood for words of wisdom this week. His words of wisdom's out. There's one coming with a faulty DRL. Mercedes with a faulty DRL that's winking at me. Very off-putting having a winking DRL. So there you are, Mr. Nellis, not so many words this week. I did say to him that had he been out for any visits to museums or eaten out anywhere nice or anything recently, and he pointed out this coronavirus is still about and everywhere shut. Sorry Richard, yes, I was being a bit facetious with that, but there you go. It amused me for a little bit anyway. So yes, on the whole, pretty steady way, fairly busy week. Just slowly progressing with the building up of the roaster ducting now. Hopefully, I mean, I'm nearly at the position where I'll be able to go through the central roof and run it out. So might get that done this weekend with a bit of luck. But I got to a tricky point today and it's starting to frustrate me. So to be honest, I decided to go home because I'm getting a bit tired and standing about at the top of ladders while you're swinging a 3 meter long section of 30mm steel ducting isn't the best plan really, because it's got to a tricky point. I've got to join this 3 meter section up, which is fairly hefty. And obviously I've got it wired up to the roof, so it's swinging about on these wires. But the problem is it won't join with the connector unless it's perfectly in line with it.
30 miles per hour.
So the wires I've got it up with, I'm having to realign, but you just can't do that with a 3 meter section of heavy ducting, because you can't just pull one down and re-screw it in higher up, because you'd have to try and hold the ducting up while you're doing it, and that's just not really practical. So I'm having to attach additional wires to sort of move it in the direction I think I need to move it to.
Warning, risk zone, speed limit 30 miles per hour.
Attach these extra ones and then remove the previous ones and just kind of walk it about, or edge it about as it is, because it's only fractions out. I mean, I actually got the wiring really close and it was pretty much near, but the trouble is now near isn't good enough. It's got to be spot on with such a length and such a weight to it. Anything slightly out is going to pull it out of where it's supposed to be connecting in, and I need to push it into. So I have a feeling I've got a bit of messing about with that. It's not going to be a quick slip in, just because of the length of it. Then annoyingly, I was hoping that one section would clear the mantle, or lintel should I say, and then
warning, K-band, radar check speed.
The point where I wanted to go up, with my elbow sort of angling up, but would you believe it's too short just to reach it, so I'm going to have to cut what will be a very small section of ducting, which is really annoying me, because cutting that ducting is not fun. I'm going to use an angle grinder. It takes quite some time, it's very sparky, very noisy, and very hard on your arms as well, to be honest. Not something I want to be doing all the time. And I thought I'd got away just with doing 4 cuts, but it looks now I'm going to have to do another cut, which is again a bit annoying. Oh look, GG's is open again. A massive queue for the efficient chips. Social distance queue for the efficient chips. These are up to now. So yeah, that's going to be fun and games getting that in. Then I've got to add the connector. Then I've got a small section of ducting left anyway, so I can sort of balance that up and work out where I need to be putting it, and then mark off where I need to cut it, so I just get it, because I need to get it just past that lintel, because then I want it to be going up and connected to that wall as it goes through the roof. so it needs to be pretty close. So that's going to be a precise bit of cutting, well, measuring and cutting, I think. So really, it's all to do work-wise. I'm pretty tired as well. Because all that sort of up and down ladders and cutting bits of wire and attaching them and detaching them and lifting up bits of metal work and hanging it. And then I've got to take the devil out of all the joints, of course. Once I get them all connected up, so anyway, it's getting there, but it's kind of long, hard, tedious work amongst all the other work. So just see how I get on. So Hive blockchain is ploughing along. I've not had chance really to do a great deal. I've pilfered about a bit. I've done the odd post here and there, but nothing too great because I've just not had the time. Kind of regretting now. I was umming and ahhing at the start of the week because I'm very close to having 50,000 Hive, which is classed as Orca level. I was just 2,000 off, and I thought, oh, I'll buy an extra 2,000 just to get me there. But I got really busy at work and stuff and never got around to doing it. And would you believe, today there's been a massive price pump of all things. So what would have got me 2,200 now would only get me about 1,800, about 400 less than I would have got. So yeah, I kind of missed the boat on that. But I mean, crypto prices being crypto prices, it's risen suddenly for whatever reason. Maybe someone bought a load. But it only takes for someone to dump off a load and sell it, and then it'll drop down like a rock. So the best thing to do when you get little price increases like this is just hang out and wait until it dips back down again, rather than rushing to get in thinking, oh, it's going to go higher again, because it probably won't go higher again. It'll just go back down again. Then you'll just be short. So that's it for another week's vlog. Nothing too exciting has happened. Oh, the caravan's moved. That's quite exciting in a way. The sun is shining. Oh, I'm just struggling a bit because the sun is right in my eyes. So have a good week end and week next week. I hope coronavirus keeps avoiding you, and see you next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.